Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. I am Sobia Kiran from Army Public School and College Fort Roar. I welcome you to a biology class for grade 8 and it is a part of APSAC's online sport program. This is a week 4 of our online class and the lecture number 1. The chapter 1 we are studying the introduction to biology and the topic we will study the level of organization, which is on page number 7, and some are the subtopics. The first one is the level of organization, of which the figure 1.3 we will discuss on page number 11, and the second one is the cellular organization, which is on page number 10. Objectives are at the end of the lesson the students will be able to explain the different level of organization and describe the different cellular organizations. Before going towards our new lesson, we discussed some important points of previous lesson, which is from the level of organization. The first one is the subatomic and atomic level. The second one is the molecular level. The third one organelle and the cell level. The next is the tissue level, and the fifth one is the organ and the organ system level. Then the individual level. Number 7, the population level. Number 8, community level, and the last one is the biosphere level. This is a figure 1.3, which is on page number 11. The first one is the subatomic and the atomic level, and the all type of matters are made up of the elements, and each element contain a single kind of atom. You know, the atom is made up of the 3 different type of subatomic particles. Number 1 electron, number 2 protons, and the third one is the neutrons. You see in this picture, this is the molecular level, which is the second one, and the different bioelements really do not occur in the isolated form, rather they combine through the ionic and the covalent bonding, and they form a stable particle, and this stable particle is called the molecules and biomolecule. You have studied earlier there are 2 different type of biomolecules. One is the micromolecule and second one is the macromolecules. Then third one is the organelle and the cell level. This is the organelle and the cell level. Biomolecules assemble in a particular way and form a organelle. This is a mitochondria, and when different organelles they assemble together, they form a cell. You know, cell is a basic unit of life. And the tissue, the multicellular organism, and the different have cells, as similar cells are organized into a group, they form a tissue. You know, there you have studied different plant tissues, then animal tissues. This is a diagram of the organ and organ system level. When high multicellular organisms, more than one type of tissues having related function and organized together, they make a unit. This unit is called the organ. The next 6th one is the different organ and the organ systems are organized together, they form a individuals. This individual is also called an organism. Then next one, a population. This is a population level. In population is defined as a group of organisms of the same species located at the same place in the same time. The next one, it is the community level. A community is the assemblage of the different population interacting with one another within the same environment. And the last one, it is the largest one, it is a part of earth inhabited by the organisms, communities, and it is known as a biosphere. This is the simplest version of levels of organization. The first one, it is the atom. Then atoms combine, they form a molecules or compound. Then they form a organelle. When organelles assemble, they form a cell, and the different cells perform the function, they form a tissue. Then tissues combine, they form a organ. Then the organ combine to form a organ system. and next one is the organisms and the individual. You can see in this picture, here is a yellow portion which is called a cell. You know, I told you earlier, the cell is the basic unit of life. These are the images from your book. Our second subtopic is cellular organization. There are 5 major group of organisms. The number 1 is the prokaryotes. The prokaryotic organisms are mostly unicellular like bacteria, cyanobacteria. The number 2 are the protists. Protists are the eukaryotic unicellular, but some are also simple multicellular organisms like algae, protozoans and fungi like. The number 3 is the fungi. Fungi are the eukaryotic multicellular organisms. They are mostly decomposers. And the fourth one are the plants. Plants are eukaryotic multicellular. They are autotrophs. Autotrophs mean they make their own food by photosynthesis. And the fifth one and the last is the animals. Animals are eukaryotic multicellular. They are consumers, mean they cannot synthesize their own food. You can see in this picture of different group of organisms like prokaryotes, protista, fungi, animalia and plants. There are 2 basic type of cells. The first one is the prokaryotic cell. The second is the eukaryotic cell. The organisms in first group are made up of prokaryotic cell, while in all other groups have the eukaryotic cell. This is the basic differences between the prokaryotic and the eukaryotic cell. In prokaryotic cell, they are simple, have no nucleus. The only organelles which are present in prokaryotic cell are the ribosomes. The examples are these cell are bacteria. While in eukaryotic cell, they are more complex, have a nucleus and have many organelles. The examples are animals, plants and fungi cells. This is a picture of the different type of cells like in prokaryotic cells, the bacteria. In bacteria, you can see the chromosomes are scattered in the cytoplasm, while in eukaryotic cell like plants and animals, the chromosomes are embedded by a membrane. Cell organize in 3 ways to make the body of organism. They make unicellular, colonial and multicellular organizations. And the organisms formed through these organizations are the unicellular organism, colonial organisms and the unicellular organisms. And we will discuss in detail of these organisms in our next lecture. Success criteria is to remember different level of organization and different type of cellular organization. The student home task is your learn the different level of organization, then learn the name of major group of organisms and learn the differences between the prokaryotic and the eukaryotic cell. Thank you so much students and Allah Hafiz.